Well, hello, hello. It is May 2nd. We're at Oaklawn Racing, and Jennifer and I are about ready to do our horse racing bet. So here it goes. 5 races, minimum of $10 per race, and we have to bet on the Kentucky Derby as well. The person who ends up with the most money or with the least loss is the winner. And that's our challenge today on this beautiful day in Hot Springs, Arkansas.
Wish us good luck. All right, so horse racing betting can be a little bit intimidating because there's so much jargon and different kinds of bets, and it's a little bit intimidating if you go up to a live person at the cage or whatever it's called. Or I prefer to go to the machines because I feel like I can kind of take my time and figure out what I want to do. But they have lots of resources available for you to help with figuring out your bet, such as
they have handouts, of course. They have this neat tool that basically does a breakdown of what each of the terms mean and what a maiden horse race is, or a daily double, or even the fillies and colts and what all that means. So kind of a neat tool to kind of educate you on what you're betting for and what the odds are likely to be.
we've only bet on horse races maybe, I've bet maybe 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
So I'm still kind of new to it, but I prefer just to do the win, place, and show, which is across the board, I believe is what it's called, the across the board bet. I basically place 3 bets for the horse to win, place, or show. And that's what I feel most comfortable with. We haven't done any of the exotic bets, but I know those are the ones with the big payouts. And my strategy is that I go look at the horses. I like to go check them out. I like to go see which ones are the prettiest or look the healthiest, or I'm not gonna lie, a lot of times it's just the most unique horse that kind of stands out to me. Then that's sometimes the one that I want to bet on. Then I look at one of the things that they gave us at Oaklawn was kind of their recommendations. I had 2 different experts that gave the recommendations for each race, so I kind of looked at that after I had already chosen kind of my top horses based on what they looked like. And if it overlapped, then I would definitely bet on that horse. So it's definitely not a very scientific method of betting. So how about you, Jared? What's your strategy?
I do go with Jennifer to look at the horses as well, and I did look at the paperwork that showed what their experts recommended who to bet on. A lot of times I just use intuition of numbers, which is super not scientific at all, and kind of bet on those. And I usually bet very conservatively. As Jennifer talked about, the win, play, show. So win on the nose are the first place. Place is they've come in either first or second, and you win if they go either way. And show is if they come in first or second or third. So usually that pays less than the other 2, but there's a better chance that your horse will go in the top 3 than just being the first place horse. So it kind of shows those options that are out there for you.
Merck and saw Dave walking up to the gate. Dawson James to post position 3. Next in will be led. second. And he pounces on Fairhope and grabs the lead with 3/16
Come on,
to go.
come on.
Fairhope in the white blaze behind in second, looking for some closers here. Give me a chance. Picking up pieces here along with Dawson James and Joe Willie, but with a 16th to go, it's hard. Trying to load Timeless Love. She goes in now. Odie outside. We're ready to go.
Come on.
And
We're on.
all right. Smooth dispatch for all. My Spin Image put into play, grabs the lead in the early part. Revelant taking second, Odie alongside. Divine Selena down on the inside of horses. Ante-Up Tony right off the side. Revelant between horses. Divine Selena fights on. And Ante-Up Tony's coming on. It took her a little while to get going, but here she comes on the outside. Jules is taking the lead. Needs to deal with Ante-Up Tony. Jules springs in the 5-16. Jules, Ante-Up Tony. It's Jules to win. Jules over Ante-Up Tony. Then what's her number who rallied from the back to get third? Divine Selena was 5 ahead of Race Ready, who's racing alone. Another 2.5. The 70s music. Timberline to the outside. Global Heat Wave second to last. Kid Charlemagne at the back of the pack. Onto the back stretch. Vintage Cowboy paving the way. Went quick. 22 and 3 that first quarter mile. Vintage Cowboy a length in front. Swift Blade holds the inside. Is stalking on the heels of the leader. He's second. JJ Gray joins him. I'm Worthy in the 4th position on a hold right now. Going nicely to Gray goes on with it. JJ Gray putting away Vintage Cowboy. Swift Blade trying to re-rally here. JJ Gray running away with this one. That's the 9. Kelly Fields throwing her head around, settling down, and the
Here we go.
Secret Slew taking up right at the break. Kelly Pale, she's on the lead in the early part here. Sunday Bonnet pressing from the outside, running in the second spot. Vision of Hope wrangled back, was in third momentarily, has been passed by both Bolivia and also Night Shadow between horses, 2 off the pace. Vision of Hope in the 5th spot now. Sky High Angel is down the inside of horses approaching the half-mile pole. Here's a Juilliard next in the group. Stevie Kennedy and Sue Sponte there together.
Oh, it's gonna be a lot. Well, here it comes.
Little Steven. Lightning struck, walking up to the starting gate. And all right. Uneventful beginning. Steel Link, per usual, showing his customary front-running speed. Here's Strato to match him. A half length back, though. Now Steel Link is the pacemaker from Strato, placed well, stocking the pace, running in second. Patton's Tizzy parked outside of him. Even deeper is Little Steven. Black, white, and gold on the rail. Lightning struck, come out fighting between that pair. Those three within 3 lengths of the lead with a half mile to go. Gap of 2 to 50 cent dollars. Payne at the rear. Strato on top from Steel Link, and third is 50 cent dollars coming to the 6th mile.
Come on, 5-16
horses. 50 cent dollars is diving after him. Payne's trying to get there, but it's too late. And 50 cent dollars is going to win it. 50 cent dollars at 14 to 1. Springs the
All right, here we are at the end of our 5 races at Oaklawn, and I think I'm about $80 down, and this guy.
I'm about $20 up right now, so I cannot complain. But we still have race 12, the Kentucky Derby, and that could decide winners and losers for both of us. So right now I'm up, but we'll see what happens.
Do you remember when? Alright, everybody help us sing. We used to sing. Sha la 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 la.
the Kentucky Derby bet, I really had no idea. We did have the program, which I highly recommend that you purchase because it gives a lot of information. So we had the program and it did show the Kentucky Derby races. So I have a friend and he watches the races a lot, and I said, well, what do you recommend? And he said, bet on the jockeys, not the horses. And he suggested betting on the brothers, the Ortiz brothers. And so I did I did win place show for both of the jockeys and their horses. Did you do any kind of a different strategy for the Kentucky Derby bet?
No, for that challenge, I was in the lead at that point, so I was being very conservative, and I just bet on 3 horses. And
Coming for you now. Come on now. Come on over there now. Come on over there. Come on, man. Come on outside. Come on over. Let's go. Come on, wait a while. Come on, get 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 a while.
none of them did any good for me. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching our horse racing in Hot Springs, Arkansas. It's a little different animal than what we normally do, but we had a good time with it and enjoy it, and I hope you did too. Please like, subscribe, and share any comments about it. Do you have a strategy of horse racing that you like to use? Or maybe you have jockeys that you're big fans of in the current era that you like to put your money where your mouth is. So let us know.
And stay tuned for our top 5 things to do in Hot Springs coming soon.
And thanks again for coming along on our journey.